Corruption has returned to the Vestiri. Before this season, the Hyanic warriors you fought would never have dared raid a caravan. The dead have begun to rise again, and other creatures of the desert have started changing. By Zarka's accounts, the land is returning to the way it was before. These are ill times. After the Beast of Highgate was slain, all other Akaras vowed to pursue and eradicate corruption should it ever return. Never again will a sole Akara suffer the weight of history. This Oriana would find no allies among our Akaras. We are no strangers to the eternal war against corruption. If she has allies in this region, they cannot be of the Marqueth. Foreigners often misunderstand the concept of the Sekima. I am no dictator, and do not make some pathetic claim of divine right. Emperors are for nations filled with the weak-minded and soft, as history has proven every time an empire falls and we endure. I am Sekima because others have put their faith in me as the strongest and most capable among us. I lead because there is no better replacement. It is a role I deserve by definition. Fight to the last.
Young one.
Who goes there? By the sound of your voice, you cannot be Marraketh. It is always intriguing to meet foreign warriors and learn their ways of war. I only hope I have weapons and armor that might be useful to you. I am Shambren. I remember her face from before the battle where I lost my sight. She is quite beautiful, and she has strength and cunning to match. I can think of no better leader for us. We, Adora, have put all our faith in Asala, and though we do not number enough to spark divinity in her, we still thrived under her leadership. Zarka holds all the wisdom and knowledge of the Adura, and the stories of many other Akaras as well. Our traditions help us survive as these lands turn to dust over generations, and in many ways, that lush beauty still exists for us through her words. Especially now the gods have returned to Rayclast. We know that our beliefs have power. Perhaps we can bring back those verdant forests and gleaming rivers, if only we have enough faith in a leader strong enough to make it real. Does the scorpion sting carry less poison at night? In the hopes of taking on fighting duty again, I am still practicing the art of the sword. Red-eyed Nasima, she of the second sight, proved that there is more to combat than mere vision. However, there is still honor in serving the role of tradesmith and weapon master. I served as a Dekara for as long as I was able, and I intend to fulfill this duty with just as much dedication. Blessings.
Here for a story? I will tell your tale.
Mining like this, it can only mean war's coming. Come on! Storm's coming!
Our people have lived in the shadows of the dunes for too long. Countless generations have been forgotten, will be forgotten. We are not Faradin. We are Maraketh. And if we work together, if we unite, then they will be forced to acknowledge us. We must show them that casting us off is a mistake. We must show them our strength. Perhaps we can one day rebuild Keth itself. For
The
all
Eye of the
those who
Storm.
live in the plains of Vastiri.
You're mine! Shake off the dust, and let's fight! I have enough in my pack already.
What have you learned? Asala has agreed to aid us, exactly as I expected. The beast represents an existential threat to all the peoples of Rayclast, but even beyond that, she seems to be quite driven. She reminds me of a rambunctious young woman I once knew in Keth, who eventually rose to power, attained divinity, and led her people to greatness. Time is short. Make haste.
Young one. Stay in sight.
First one's helped me. I've never felt so sick in all my days. This is the most bizarre method of transport imaginable. How do the Maraketh handle it? Oh no. If you'll excuse me. Keep hydrated. I'll do my very best for you. Perhaps keep out of the sun, eh?
The wind howls! Fingers crossed, luck's on my side. A weapon's only as strong as the hand what wields it. This is no mine. It's a death trap. Take this! The eye of the storm! I have enough in my pack already. I'm bent double as is.
Greetings.
Troll, back to your hole! I'll not make the journey home like that.
How can I be? do whatever it takes.
Young one, I will tell your tale.
The wind howls!
Sand and steel, fire and iron, flesh and bone. What is the difference? Face of Faradun, mind of a traitor. Insane? I'll show you insane!
It's coming!
For the Faradun! Burn, oppressors! Burn,
Winds praise you. 1,000 praises, my friend. I thought I would die here. Please take me back to your caravan, and I will tell you anything you want to know.
One survivor out of hundreds. Thousands, even.
Quickly.
The thrill of the hunt!
How can I be of aid? They call themselves the Ferelden in this era, but they have died out and been reborn many times. They are not an independent culture. They are the Mariketh's dark secret, the inevitable consequence of life's haphazard nature. A society cannot simply purge itself of the weak, the ill, or the disadvantaged. Those unwanted newborns abandoned among the dunes, they rarely die, no matter how much the Mariketh wish to make them simply disappear. No, they live. The Ferelden are the shadow of the Mariketh, always just out of sight, always watching. They rescue those children and raise them up on the outside, looking in. An unspoken relief for the father and mother that must give up their child. But a gathering storm fated to one day return home with a fury. It takes courage to go against one's people. I once faced a similar decision. There were men and women like me who believed themselves to be exceptional. And they were correct. Terribly, horribly correct. I cursed myself to a permanent exile from my own peers by betraying them. I was unlike mortals, but hated by immortals. I was alone. I would do it all again, and I still might. Do whatever it takes.
Who goes there?
Young one. I will tell your tale. Care for a story? She was a fierce warrior before she was blinded in battle. Focused, determined. Losing her sight has not changed that. I have no doubt that she will become skilled enough at blind fighting to rejoin the ranks someday. Indeed, blind Dekara were once instrumental in decimating an eternal legion during a sandstorm ambush. So it is not without precedent. Nasima, yes, Nasima. A great warrior, though with a complicated legacy. Born with eyes the color of blood, she was left to die among the dunes for being blind. But the Ferryden found her and raised her. A Balbalic, one might think, but no, she became an impressive warrior in her own right. And when called upon to raid her people, she recognized her mother's voice and turned and slaughtered her Ferryden captives. A true role model from the ancient days and a wonderful sleep tale for the children.
I hear you. This defector, Risu, will never be accepted by the Adura. You may trust her, and she may provide information about the enemy's intentions, but remember, she is a traitor to her people. We deal with our own traitors using excessive means. She is not one of us, so we do not consider it our duty to punish her, but neither will we protect her when the time comes. Publicly, I will decry them as loudly as anyone else. Privately, I understand. I do not condone their actions, but I have suffered some small portion of what they must feel their entire lives. To be honest, I expected them to turn on us eventually.
This Balbalak will live or die based on her usefulness in pursuit of the beast. Ask her what questions you will, then we Ardura will decide her fate. If her information proves to be truthful, then she will live. If she is a deceiver sent to misdirect us, she will be left to die in the open desert once again. Move swiftly.
I know what Jaman Ra intends. Atop the burial spires of Deshar lie the Maraket's most honored dead. The king has become driven by madness to seek any trace of ancient flesh from those of renown or power in life. He intends to feed their bodies to the horrific creature he keeps in a cage behind his throne. They call it the Beast. I have seen it, and the sight haunts my nightmares. The Halani gates are closed. Then Jaman Ra must have succeeded in capturing them. He planned to close the gates to prevent the Maraket from interrupting his harvest. A siege from the front would be impossible now. But there is another way. An ancient passage lost to time. It was used by the traitor Balbala. I can show you where it is, if you will use it to stop Jaman Ra before it is too late. I am of the Faridun. We are the shadows of the Maraket, the unwanted and the forgotten. Some time ago, a foreign woman came to us and offered us the power to take back what was ours. We took her deal. We had no idea what it would cost us. When she finally brought us the beast, it was not the glorious power we'd been promised. It was horrifying. Those of us who did not want to make war, those of us who were afraid of the beast, Jaman Ra sealed us in the mine when his dreadnought was complete. This madness must end. Some may call me a traitor, but I do not seek the destruction of my brethren. I seek their salvation. The sight of that thing chilled my soul. Those of us who objected to its presence were forced to work, mining and finishing the dreadnought. By the time we were done, madness was already rife, and we were sealed in the mine to die for supposedly betraying our people. This Oriana, the one you called a countess, Jaman Ra has declared her our queen. She first came to us from the south and seemed sympathetic to our cause. She promised us power, the power to take back our lives. She left for Azomite lands, vowing to return with something that would resurrect our greatest hero, Jaman Ra. With that hope dangled before us, the Faridun united for the first time since his death. We prepared, as she asked. We took the quarry. We began working on the dreadnought. I am ashamed to admit that I was a devout believer in the cause. Until the day she kept her promise. She did return. She did bring the power to resurrect Jaman-Ra. She brought the beast. I must pursue what I feel to be right. Asala might yet decide to have me put to death, or abandon me to the doom of the desert. I know these risks, but I had to try anyway. If you had seen the darkness rising in the hearts of my brothers and sisters, you would understand. I am not betraying them. I'm trying to save them from themselves. Scylla.
So, the outcasts have raised their new king from the grave, and he seeks to violate Deshar, to feed our honored dead to the beast. Such a transgression. Those vile dogs! Our city of the dead lies beyond the Halani gates. We should move to crush the Ferrodin immediately. Let us see if this defector's information is truthful. Infiltrate this supposed passage, find your way to the top of the gates without being detected, and then call for aid. I shall answer.
Quickly. The Marraketh have no idea how great we number. We are larger than any one Akara by far, and my brothers and sisters hold a great bitterness, even before corruption came among us. Everything we do, from our garb to our food, is made opposite to the Marraketh out of spite. I still feel some of that anger when I see them here, standing proud and colorful. Asala promises them a return to their glory days. But do they not have such glory now? I cannot say I view the Marraketh favorably, but there is no other power to which I can turn. Jaman-Ra is going mad, and I know that the Marraketh will unite their scattered Akaras to confront him if the need is great enough. I believe that it is.
Finally, some shade. I'm sweating like a stuck pig, I am. Wind's Fury! The thrill of the hunt! The hunt is on! The eye of the storm! Must be a reason for all this parchment.
The traitor Balbala has been sentenced to 1,000 years of suffering as a djinn, bound in this place of her dishonor. Let no woman or man of Marikath blood enter her prison before her time is served.
There's something odd about this door. Feels like it were meant to stay shut. Be dispelled! There's something odd about this door. Feels like it were meant to stay shut. Better banished than left to rot for 1,000 years.
Now, Jingak, I prove myself. Hey! Atun! You are a worthy adversary. Visions of Jara. Sans wrath! Hakbaria! Face me! Atun! You are a worthy adversary.
Wind's fury! Huh. What's this? A coin?
Greetings. I was asleep during the era of Shaman-Ra. I cannot attest to the truth of Risu's tale, though I cannot say it is outside the realm of possibility. The Marikath have strict traditions, erring on the side of brutal. Thank you.
If you are traveling through Traitor's Passage, there is something I wish to ask of you. The traitor, Balbala. According to the tales, she is still sealed there, somewhere along the tunnel, as an undying djinn. She served her sentence long ago, but knowledge of the location was lost. It is long past time to release her. I will tell you her story if you wish, but I doubt it will mean much to a Jingak. So, you released Balbara from her prison, and she fought well. Good. She may now earn her redemption, if the ancient places still hold power. Her barrier contains her soul. She will tell you what to do next.
Speak up. Shamanra? That's a tale I rarely tell. Every few generations, the Faradans stir up trouble. Shamanra was their most successful attempt at causing problems. A very long time ago, he spread dangerous ideas among the outcasts and spoke to the Maraketh as if they were equals. His offenses were so great, the Sekimas joined together to approach and rebuke him. The tale says that he was so in awe of the glory of our leaders, he ended his own life and chose to fall forgotten in the sands. It is a strange conclusion to his tale, I must admit. But this is what is told. If he has been somehow reanimated through corruption, he will have only one goal: harming us. I will tell
I
your
hear
tale.
you.
Kulwins. Think carefully. Well, my friend. I am fond of that. That holds power. I am fond of that. Farewell.
Back to your nest. Whip it up a storm! Pack's full. Too late to stop the bloodshed, but not too late to avenge the fallen. The Eye of the Storm!
Hold them back while I open the gate! Advance with me! We must open! Continue the assault! Slay them all!
I've enough in my pack already. Slay mockery! I'm bent double as is.
How can I be of aid?
Nowhere safe! I'll not make the journey home like that.
Quickly. Go.
Hello! Young one. Do not wander.
If we can allow the caravan through all three gates, my warriors will swarm them under.
The wind howls!
Onwards! Give these demons no quarter!
Greetings.
Speak up. Here we are. Ah, that's nice. I will tell your tale.
What have you learned? You have no idea how much restraint it requires to listen to tales of people and places I knew, yet not correct her. She's close. I shall grant her that. Often startlingly so. In certain details or sequences of events, but the spirit of what happened thousands of years ago, the essence of that life, it has been embellished. At other times, the stories convey only a pale shadow, and the true magnificence is lost. Or is it my memories that have drifted with time? I suppose we shall never know, because those days are gone, never to return. All that I once loved has been dust hundreds of years longer than you have even been alive. Move swiftly.
mockery.
The final gate is broken! We must continue our advance!
Wind's fury!
Noxious Sycamore!
He? Shaman Ra? How is this possible?
The Maraketh will fall by my hand! I shall dethrone you, Sycamore, and leave you to the sands! I tried to seek peace, and the Sycamores disgraced me. Left my corpse to rot in the sand. This time, we choose war!
You receive the death you deserve! And I shall give you a dagger!
We shall finish this! But not today.
Make haste! He must not escape!
See how he runs? Some king!
Quickly! He conjures the very sands against them! This is no natural sandstorm. We must battle sorcery with sorcery. Let us return to the caravan and entreat Zarka's wisdom.
The Countess has used corruption to resurrect Jamunra, and they have escaped with the beast. Thankfully, we have some idea what the Faradin intend. We must reach Deshar as soon as possible. I am accustomed to others shivering and turning away when my gaze falls upon them. But I must confess, for once, the feeling is reversed. Although she is blind, I sometimes have the strangest notion that she is looking at me, even at night. Do whatever it takes.
Jamunra can control the sands? Oh, this was not an ability he had in life. It must be born of corruption. There is something in the tales that could help us overcome such a power. It was said that the Horn of the Vastiri could control the winds. I believe the Horn's location has been lost to time, but perhaps it is possible that we can reconstruct it. We would have to retrace the steps of our greatest heroine, Orbala, on her final adventure. Speak to Asala. She knows the tale and where it might take us. Let her know how you wish to begin. Or you may seek my wisdom if you have further questions. Ah, you released Balbala, the traitor? Then it is your duty to redeem her soul by allowing her to serve as a mentor djinn during your dance with the scorpion. In modern times, we give aspiring Dekaras a straightforward test. For this task, however, the old ways are required. You will have to face a much deadlier trial. Speak to Asala. The original trial is not far from here, and the caravan is duty-bound to carry you there. Hello!